So when Cooler Master first showed off the Sk650 and the Sk630 low profile keyboards at Computex, I got really excited. They look super sleek and different from everything else that I've seen, so I reached out to them and they sent over their Sk630 along with some swag. Now, I'm really hyped for this keyboard, so let's not waste any more time. Let's check this thing out. What's good, people? I'm Yeti Machete. Here we focus on all things tech. If that's something you're into, go down to that subscribe button and abuse it a bit while you're at it. Hit that notification bell too. We have an awesome community and I would love for you to be a part of it. Alright, so the Cooler Master Sk630 and full-size 650 are absolutely stunning keyboards. All around, the design is just beautiful. I would even go as far as to say that that's one of the selling points here, as there's no denying how aesthetically pleasing these keyboards are to look at. So the keycaps do give off this floating effect. They're slim and raised, and again, it just looks beautiful. The low pro keycaps don't have much space in between them as well, which gives the Sk630 a really unique look, and it does help aid in its beauty, but does introduce a lot of accidental key presses, especially if you're already a sloppy typer like myself. So just be aware that there is somewhat of a learning curve, if you will, to this keyboard. Now the keycaps do feel fantastic. There's little to no wiggle to them. They're slightly contoured, and they really do just remind me of like chiclet style keys, only slightly bigger. Underneath the keycaps, we have Cherry MX red low profile switches. If you used any sort of reds in the past, then you know what to expect from the feel. The only difference here with the low profile versus the bigger brother switches is that there's reduced travel distance as well as a reduced actuation point. Here's a quick typing test to give you an idea of how they sound. So I've been using this keyboard for about a week and gaming is fantastic. I didn't have any issues there. My problem is that I've never been a fan of reds for typing. I much prefer to have some sort of feedback while working on scripts, writing emails, and these are dead silent with zero feedback until they actually bottom out, and that, along with the keys being so close together, make for a less than desirable typing experience. Now, I will say that after about a week of use, I did get accustomed to their layout and feel, and the typing experience has gotten better, but I would love to see Cooler Master offer this keyboard with other switches, preferably blue. With that being said, if gaming is your primary use case, then you're going to be right at home. You're going to be happy. It's fantastic. Zero complaints when it comes to gaming. It's a joy to game with the Sk630. Now, in case you're wondering, yes, you do get RGB here. Now, that's controlled either through the software, but you can also control it on the fly along with macros straight from the keyboard itself, which I'm really happy to see, as I hate having to install software every single time I get a new keyboard. Now, if RGB is a huge thing to you, you're going to be extremely pleased here, as it looks stunning on the Sk630. I'm not exactly sure what's causing it to pop so much. Maybe it's the floating keys combined with the aluminum plate that makes the LEDs just look extremely bright and vivid. Maybe it's the low pro switches, so there's less plastic that the LEDs have to travel through. I don't really know, but the RGB here is some of the brightest I've seen, and it looks phenomenal at night. There's also an RGB strip that runs around the entirety of the keyboard. It's very understated and it really complements the whole minimal look that this keyboard has going for it. Now, there's loads and loads of different lighting effects and color combinations, which, like stated before, can be customized through software or on the keyboard itself using the Cooler Master key along with the F1, 2, and 3 keys. So there's one little tiny thing about this keyboard that's got me really excited, and that's the Type-C port. Now, you guys know I love my Type-C, and it's good to see more and more companies starting to adopt it. Since there is a Type-C port, the cable is removable, which is also nice to see, and in the box you do get a braided cable. Alright, so let's go back and talk a bit more about the typing experience here with the Sk630. You're getting an aluminum top plate, and there's little to no flex. You really have to mash down on the keyboard to see any sort of give. Now, I was pretty disappointed to see that there's no adjustable feet on the backside. I'm not too sure why Cooler Master has done this, but they did. Now, I got used to the angle after about a week of use, but just be aware that you can't adjust the tilt at all, which is a bit of a bummer. Now, I also would have liked to see some sort of wrist rest included, considering that we can't adjust the tilt, But you know what? These are all minor complaints. Overall, I've really been enjoying my time with the Sk630, especially for gaming, man. That's where this keyboard really shines. Or if you're just a fan of red switches, you're gonna be right at home here with this keyboard. If you want a number pad, go for the Sk650. It's the same inside and out, just with that included numpad. Again, both come with low pro reds, no other switches. But what do you think of the Sk630 and 650? Do you love the whole minimalist industrial design as much as I do? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you enjoyed the video, you already know what to do. Give me a thumbs up, drop me a comment down below. I love hearing from you. If you disliked the video, hit that dislike button twice. Let me know what I could have done differently. If you haven't yet, check out some other content. Consider subscribing. I'd appreciate it greatly. I'm signing off. Catch you guys in the next one.